Welcome to the Fix Your Bench Press series, part 3. I'm here today with the world's strongest bench presser, Julius Maddox, and today we're going to talk about shoulder, prehab, and rehab.
Get up and get down, get up and get down.
Our last tip for the day for improving shoulder health, prehab, and rehab is using the band bell earthquake bar. Now, Julius, I know you've used this bar a lot in the past. Tell me about your experience with it.
Yeah, so mainly I've used it for recovering from injuries. Because it forces you to activate your stabilizer muscles. And I felt like I got a greater response by utilizing this than any other piece of equipment that I've ever used, simply because of the kinetic training.
There you go. So let me tell you about this bar. It only weighs 6 pounds, and we have only 50 pounds hanging on the offset sides. And what it's going to do is create an extremely unstable environment. It's going to shake around like crazy. So even though for someone of Julius's strength, the load itself is not very high, but the difficulty rises because he has to use every muscle within his body to increase the demands to meet that stability so that he can maintain that perfect bar path. So I'm gonna let Julius get under and show a couple reps with this bar. As you can see, the hanging weights bouncing around make this bar crazy to stabilize, but that's the point. When you're especially dealing with any type of shoulder injury, it's difficult a lot of times to handle a lot of load, but this allows you many times to perform that bench press completely pain-free because it's going to increase your shoulder muscle activation when it comes to stability and the role of all the muscles to control together to make sure that the shoulder's in the best place. So this is an excellent training drill for enhancing stability and working on one of the many causes of shoulder aches and pains or elbow issues as well, especially when it comes to the bench press.
So you don't want to go slow on these because you want to create that kinetic, recoil, or however you want to pronounce it. So man, I'm telling you, when you load that thing up, I've had a dude, he clowned me. Like, he made fun of me for using this bar. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's load the weight up, you get on the bar. And it was probably, I'd say about 70 pounds on each side. And he literally dropped the bar in his lap. Like, we're on incline, so by the kinetic energy, it's forcing you to stabilize. If you don't have, if you're not stable enough, the bar is either gonna gravitate towards your face or it's gonna gravitate towards your hips or feet, however you wanna put it, whichever you're in position. So we was doing incline and immediately out the rack, wobbling, dropped it on his belly. So it's just like, you know, it's one of them things that it looks funny, it looks weird, but we're not in this to care about how we look. We want to perform. We're in the performance.
And if you want to perform well, this bar, what it does also, it exposes weak links. If you're not set well, if you're not stabilizing well, if you're not in a good position with your 4 points of contact before you even get the bar off the rack, it's going to show it real quickly. So again, it's a great drill. Again, that by itself isn't necessarily going to be the determining factor of making your bench press go up like crazy, because you have to, as a power lifter, lift heavy loads if you want to get bigger in competition. But what this is going to do is enhance your stability, show you where your weak links are, improve your foundation of your performance pyramid, because the wider your pyramid, the taller it can be.
And I think also, like, this has helped me get stronger overall.
Yeah.
So one thing to keep in mind, guys, we're not focusing on how heavy we go. We want to focus on rep and set scheme. High reps, higher sets. So we're talking 4 to 5, this is specific, generally speaking for me, 4 to 5 sets, anywhere from 20 to 25 reps per set. So. Ready, 1, 2, oh. Ooh, I got it.
There we go.
That was rough. It's like your mind is saying, why can't we stabilize? Like, why can't I stop it?
Yeah.
And it just doesn't stop, no matter how much you try to force and fight to stop it, it just won't.
Yeah. All right, guys, so that is it for the Fix Your Bench series. Come on back next week for another one, and until then, go head on over to Julius's YouTube channel, give him a subscribe, because we've got a lot of good content coming for you guys. Till next time, guys, happy bench pressing.
Peace.
They say that energy flows where attention goes, so I pay no mind. Why waste my time with all these negative cats scratching? So caught up in their egos, these people have